Welcome to another episode of Doing It Cheap. Folks, in today's episode, I want to share with you how for the past 40 years or so, maybe 35 to 40, I've not had to take an aspirin, a Tylenol, any type of pain medication for a headache. And I want to share with you how I've been able to do this. Back in the 70s, I believe it was, I was watching a local Nashville television noontime talk show. And this was back when they first come out or first heard about acupuncture in the United States. You know, this was the age of Bruce Lee, you know, and the strange things that happened over in, you know, the Far East. So acupuncture was all the rage. And this lady was interviewing this gentleman that was putting on a I don't know how do you I don't know the right word, but he was putting on a show at a big convention hall. Shoot, I'm sorry, I can't think of the name of it, but anyway, he was going to show people his technique called acupressure and how different pressure points on your body could do all kinds of amazing things for you. And the lady interviewing him said, "Well, sir, I realize that you make your money putting on your program." She said, "But is there anything you could share with the television audience?" And he says, yeah. He said, "Let me show you how to cure a headache." Now, before I show you this, I want to tell you how well this has worked. Anyone, male, female, young or old, that I have done this technique to it's just like you can see the pain leave their face. Their eyes light up. It's like, oh my God. And they just can't believe that they've been suffering for hours and sometimes days with a daggum headache, and then it's gone in a minute. I mean, I know it sounds too good to be true, but folks, I'm telling you, this works. The most extreme example, most extreme experience I had doing this, I was in Nashville at I cannot think of the name of the word for whenever it's not a convention, but it's well, I was doing work with my vinyl lettering, my sign business and all that, and I was going in for a meeting, and the factory was putting on, you know, here's how to do this, here's how to do that, and you know, use our products, buy our products, and do this and that. Anyway, I was in this meeting, and it was going to last all day long, and we were about to break for lunch. And I noticed across the aisle there, we were all sitting at little tables, you know, like we were in school or something. But we were sitting at tables with our notepads and our copies of the PowerPoint presentation. And I could just see the look on this lady's face. I mean, she was just, you could tell the woman was suffering. And I would guess her to be in her mid-50s. And I overheard, I wasn't eavesdropping, but like I said, it was just a few feet from me, and I overheard her tell her husband, "I don't think I'm going to be able to be here for the rest of the program." And she says, "My headache is just killing me. I'm not going to be able to do it." And well, me being that shy type person that I am, anyway, I approached her and I said, "Ma'am, I can make your headache go away." She said, "What?" I said, "Ma'am, I can make your headache go away." And I said, "Let me tell your husband how to do this so that you know, he can do it for you, because it requires me to touch, you know, to touch back your neck." And he said, no, go ahead and do it, man. And I said, ma'am, do I have your permission? She said, yes. I said, okay. Well, after I did this for her, I was young, thin, good looking back then. That woman reached around, grabbed me, gave me a big old hug, kissed me right smack dab on the mouth. She says, oh my God, I've been suffering for almost a week. Oh. And they were back for the rest of the program after lunch. So with all that being said, I want to explain this to you. It's hard for me to demonstrate on myself. However, this is something that you can do for yourself. So I'm going to try to describe it the best I can. You take your index fingers, get right behind your ears, and move towards the back of your skull. And there, right under the base of your skull, is some tender spots. And it's, for me, it's like even with the bottom of my ear, like right here. Anyway, for me, it's right there. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, it's if you push real hard, you feel, oh, that hurts. Okay? Well, to do this, if you're doing it on someone else, you ask them to let their head hang down, just relax, and tell them to relax. So I know you're stressed out, I know you're in pain, and I know you're nervous, but you've got to try to relax. The more relaxed you are, the easier this works. Anyway, you take your index fingers, and if you got sharp fingernails, make sure you push to the pads of your fingertips and not cut their skin. But reach right back there under the base of the skull where it's real tender when you push in real hard. And you want to push in just as hard as you can. Oh, they're going to squall. They ain't going to like it. And you tell them, please, just hang on. And push just as hard as you can. And make little rotating motions. And do it to yourself right now while we're talking about it. Find those tender spots right up under there. And just work it like that right there. You'll feel it. You'll feel right up in there where it's tender. And you push, and like I said, their head's hanging down, and you push hard, and you just keep making these rotating motions. And you keep that hard pressure on for about 30 seconds. And then for the next 30 seconds, slowly, just very, very slowly, start releasing that pressure that you're putting against them. Just barely ease off. And then when you're done, just rub the back of their neck. Just rub it like that right there. And I'm telling you, the headache's gone. It works. It works every time. And I hope this is something that you can use. And I hope to hear a lot of comments from you. If you happen to have a headache and you do this, I would love to have your comments down there for other people to read. And I mean, it's like, bam, it's gone. If it's a super, super severe headache, it may only be about 75% gone. But I mean, you will feel the pressure leave. You'll feel the relief. And if you still got a little bit of a headache, do it some more. Now this is a headache. This is not sinus blockage and you know how you get pressure from sinuses. This is a headache and you want to grab aspirins or Tylenol. You don't need it. And folks, I'm telling you, I've not taken an aspirin or a Tylenol for a headache since the 1970s. And everyone I've applied this to, it's worked for them. So I hope it'll work for you. And please like, share, and subscribe to my videos. I appreciate it. When we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to have another drawing. And I want you to know I really appreciate you. Some of the next videos I'm going to have coming up, I've got 2 more cooking videos I'm going to do before I go on my diet. I want to show you how I make my most favorite cookie in the entire world. I love these things. So I've got to make them before I go on my diet. Oh, they're so good, and they're my favorite. And the second thing is, Texas Plow Girl asked me would I do chocolate gravy. And chocolate gravy was not a big deal at my home, but a lot of my friends in southern Middle Tennessee and North Alabama, this was a staple You know, like on Sunday mornings or maybe Saturday mornings, their mother or grandmother, whatever, make them chocolate gravy. So a very dear friend of mine named Sharon. I ain't supposed to say how old she is, but nobody, I'm not saying her last name. So anyway, a friend of mine that's 65 years old, her grandmother made chocolate gravy. Anyway, she's going to get a recipe to me, and I'm going to share it with y'all. It was just a little treat that was done. Basically, to tell you the truth, I think it's just chocolate sauce, but they call it chocolate gravy. Put chocolate gravy on biscuits. So I'll quit rambling now. That's some things we're looking forward to, and I'm going to do a video journal on my losing weight and quitting smoking all at the same time. And I'm hoping by putting it out there in public where I've got a little bit of, oh shit, I've made the commitment now. I'm hoping that'll help me, you know, in my quest to lose 100 pounds. Right now, one of my videos just before this one, or before one or two before this, I stepped on a scale. It's 289 pounds, and I do not want to join the 300 club. So the only clothes that fit me right now are my overalls. Don't do no good to wear pants with a belt because there ain't nothing for that belt to hook on to. And if I'm going to wear suspenders, I might as well wear my overalls. Anyway, I hope you look forward to that, and will go with me. You know, stay with me and make comments throughout that journey as I try on my quest to lose 100 pounds. Like I said, I lost 75 pounds in Iraq in 90 days or less, so I know I can do it. It's just a matter of wanting to. You got to want it. You got to make a commitment. Anyway, I'm through rambling. That's just what's coming up. Something you can look forward to. Folks, have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Goodbye.